So welcome to www.oculushut.com. So if you find this video useful or interesting, please do give it a like. Some of you read my blog probably know that I'm kind of slowly trying to skill up to try and create a computer game for the Oculus. Very long process, but anyway, one of the steps, try and understand how to integrate Hydra into the UDK games engine. I bought the Hydra a few weeks ago, but I've just had so much other stuff that I've not really been able to get around to actually using it. So anyway, last weekend I had the chance to install the Hydra. I actually had a video to show the driver installation and all those types of things, but I had a slight problem with the video recordings. As you can see, once you've installed the Hydra, you get this tool which tells you which games the Hydra can support. You can also control the lighting on the Hydra. So one of the first things I tried to do once I'd installed the Hydra was to try and get the Tuscany Demo working. If you've been following Oculus, you'll know what that is. For those of you who don't, Tuscany is just a demo level, if you like, or demo location that Oculus have been shipping with Oculus units with the development kits. So all I did was go to the Sixth Sense website, and you can find the Tuscany Demo and just download the Tuscany VR Demo. And you also need Motion Creator 2. So when I was installing those, I just kind of clicked on the setup file and started reading through some of those instructions. There's all sorts of settings here as well that you can configure, and it gives you a sense of what's possible with Hydra and how it might feel in the game. And I've seen a lot of videos of other people using it, but it's definitely worthwhile seeing it yourself. For example, there are different settings for the arm length. The Hydra can be used to control not only the movement of the arms, but the position of the view can actually change. So for example, if you move your left arm down, then the position of the Hydra will move the camera position. I wanted to pick up a ball on the floor. What I could then do is actually reach down to the floor, and not only will my arm move down to the floor, but the camera will actually move down along with my hand. That actually felt quite good. It's not a scheme I'd thought of. Anyway, once I got the Tuscany Demo working and I knew that there's nothing wrong with the hardware, I then wanted to find some code reference so that I could see how you can integrate the Hydra with the UDK. And I went to the Epic Games forums and I found this particular forum topic, and here's the URL. So the credit for this needs to go to, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but SKWizDemon666, who posted the code onto the forum, and he's letting people use it for free. So anyway, what I did was I just followed the instructions through the topic, and I kind of made the mistakes that other people made as well. So you could read the whole forum topic and then figure out all the problems and just get straight to the working configuration or the latest configuration. But I decided I wanted to just do things in the order that they were discovered. It's early days for me, and I thought that would just make more sense and would also allow me to troubleshoot a little bit, which I always find helps me understand. So first thing I did was copy the DLLs to the right location, and then I copied over the script files for the classes over to their location as well. After that, then I kind of set the UDK engine ini file so that it would include the new classes during compilation. So you can see I've highlighted where you need to add that, and also so there's the Razer Hydra game package there that needs to be compiled. And then I went and used Unreal front end to compile the code, and you can see here that I've actually done a full compile and run, but later on you'll see that I just hit the script button, which is much easier because it doesn't kick off UDK afterwards. So after I compiled the code, I then tried to go into my Unreal editor and just see if the Hydra worked, and it didn't work. I mean, I did know that I had to change game type, so I changed the world info so that it became a Razer Hydra game type. I tried to play the level, and yeah, basically it wasn't working. And I went back to the instructions and read things a little bit more carefully. One of the things I realized was that I should be using a 32-bit version of Unreal Editor, and I have installed the default version of 64-bit for my machine, and that's where it links through to on my desktop. So to run the 32-bit, all you have to do is just basically go to the 32-bit folder, DOS or wherever it is, and just execute that version. And as you can see, I've opened up the 32-bit version now, and actually it still did not work. I then realized that what I needed to do was rebuild the map. So after I rebuilt, then I found that suddenly I could control the unit via Hydra. So you can see it'll go weird, the view. Well, that's because the Hydra was just lying on my desk. If you go to the Razer Hydra input script, you'll see at the bottom of the scripts there's a aim mode setting, and the main thing to do really is just change the number of this aim mode. As you can see here, the aim mode just controls an if-else statement, which will then set different settings in the class. So anyway, I tried all the different modes that were available, and it was really great to see the different options quickly as well. I mean, I think it was mentioned that it took 12 hours to input just the original class file. So yeah, I can't thank the guys here enough for sharing this code. But anyway, the main value of this for me is that just to have a play with the Hydra and see it working. I don't really see myself using the control schemes that have been used here, because I'm not going to be creating a first-person shooter. It's a first-person game that I'm going to be creating, but it's not a shooter. You can see one of the schemes here is quite interesting. There's kind of a blue overlay, and there's one where you control the little blue circle in the middle with your right controller, and there's one where it kind of takes a weighted average of both Hydra positions and uses that to control your direction as well. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. I'll try and share more progress as I go along. It's kind of slow progress because I'm doing this in my spare time. Oh, and thank you to Semantic Bruce for the initial link. He mentioned this forum either in one of his blog postings or a video, and this is where I found it. Okay, and I'll catch you next time.